We're a full-service auto repair facility. Full service meaning that we repair cars, we service cars, we sell tires, we repair the windshield, we replace the windshield, and we also have a used car buying service. We call it custom sales because we match the wants and needs and budget of you with the car. We are AAA approved, Better Business Bureau approved. We're Napa Auto Care, and we belong to various organizations to help us become educated on a continual basis because cars continually change. So we belong to a group called Sinron, and that is a group of about, I'd say about 50 auto repair shops from around the country, and we meet 4 times a year. And it's just all about learning and kind of growing with the business as it changes. My technicians are ASE certified, and I have 2 master techs in the shop. And we're also part of this fabulous program called Ask Patty, and it's a premier website for women all about cars. And so we are certified female-friendly auto repair shop. We had to take a lot of training and testing, and we passed, and so now we're ready to be able to let everybody know that we're part of Ask Patty. And what makes Auto Craftsmen different than most repair shops that you're probably used to going to is that one of our main focuses is educating our customers so they can make informed decisions. We do all this because we really want to help people keep their cars safe and reliable. We also are really into helping people find a great used car, and we do this a number of ways. Number one, we have a used car inspection program. So if you find a car, you could bring it here and we look it over and let you know whether it's worthy to buy. And we also have our custom sales program. And we also wrote a book, How to Buy a Great Used Car. And it was always a painful experience when someone would buy a used car and then bring it to me. And they would get all excited and they'd say, "Oh, Amy, I just bought a used car and it needs its first oil change, and can you check out the weird noise in the back?" So I'd ask the 50 questions and I'd send the car into the shop, and then my technicians every once in a while would come out and say, "Can I show you something?" And they proceed to tell me how this car was not worthy of the money that this person just spent and they should not have bought it. And it's a workbook, fill in the blank, walks them through, because everybody has different wants, needs, and different budgets. Whenever you're trading in a car, never let them know it until after. And they always want to know, "Oh, you got something to trade? Got something to trade?" It's like, "Nope, well, what about that car you're driving?" "I'm giving that to my brother. Someone else in the family is going to drive it." And then you get them to write it all up, and then, well, let me think about it, and you come back and say, "You know what, my brother doesn't want that car. I want to trade it in anyways." And they'll be like, "Oh," because now it's real. Before, they're just going to move the numbers around because they want to get that car for as little money as possible, if nothing, so that they can then flip it and sell it or take it to the auction or whatever. So you never tell them before the deal, and you get them to write up that paper. This is how much we agreed on, and you could even then make sure you take that car somewhere. And a real quick note is, if you're ever at a dealer, be it a used car lot or a new car lot that sells used cars, and you say, "I'd like to take this car to my technician to have it looked over," and they say no, run away, because obviously they have something to hide. You cannot hurt a car. And we have had cars come from every dealer around here. At any point, because there's so many parts and pieces, just like the Toyota, the pedal not being, things happen. Things just happen in cars. And so it's like my coffee machine. I've been using it. The other day I came in, I turned it on, it wasn't working. I'm like, well, it worked yesterday. Cars do the same thing. Worked yesterday, why is it broken? And no reason it should be. Well, there's something in there that just decided it was done. And it's not like a simple coffee machine where there's, one little piece. There's mega pieces, and they're all connected, and this one's not going to work unless this one works too. So there's a lot of that in cars. Every time your car goes in, your technician should be looking at these brakes because you have to stop the giant moving vehicle. In Vermont, this will get gunked up, and we see a lot of vehicles come in where one pad is brand new, the other pad's totally worn out because the sliders weren't working because they got gunked up, and that person had been driving around basically with the brakes on. Is the caliper working? Does it need to be replaced? Does it need to be serviced? And then the pads and the rotors, you can buy them, I call it good, better, best. Now the good, you don't want to buy because they come from China and they come out of the box, they're so thin already they shouldn't even go on the car. And better is okay, but again, my feeling is tires and brakes. You don't screw around with tires and brakes. So I like putting on the best quality. They'll last longer, and you got to be able to stop the big, giant, fast-moving vehicle.